How we doing, guys? Hope everyone is well. COVID-19 has brought about massive change to all of us around the world. Our personal lives, in the business context, we've all had to adopt and evolve and change our mindset and approach. Even those of us who aren't digitally native, such as my parents, we've seen an acceleration and adoption of going digital first and digital transformation pieces all around us. The way we interact, the way we communicate, our human behavior has completely changed. We've seen an influx of more Amazon drivers, of more Deliveroo people. We've seen businesses in the hospitality sector adapting quickly just to keep their businesses afloat, doing click and collect models. On the other hand, we've seen high street retailers fall and fail because they didn't adopt quickly enough. A lot of big brands have folded. It's been a huge learning curve for everyone, and here in the UK, we've got 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks left to come out of lockdown. Vaccines are going phenomenally well, and there seems to be light at the end of the tunnel, whereas we look in Europe and things don't look that great. So, we are working towards a new norm, and for me, it's really important that we get the right mindset. And as a business, in that context, I'm not just talking about on LinkedIn. In general, how do we communicate with our audience, which is going to be completely key now, because the whole buyer's journey, the buyer's expectations has completely changed. The buyer, us, all of us have adopted so much. There was a huge lag when it came to digital. Now it's sped up so much that the buyer has now more expectations. They know what to expect. They've gone past the barrier of not wanting to embrace digital. They're now fully embraced. Everyone is online. Everyone has tablets, has mobile phones. Everyone has their own expectations when it comes to the customer's journey, the whole online digital journey. So how do you do that? And what I really want to concentrate on today is to focus on the 4 E's. This is something that I mention in my book, Being Human, which I've just launched and released. I'll go into more in-depth detail about it here. But today I just want to do a top-level overview of the 4 E's, because if we're absolutely honest, no one likes to be sold to. We don't like to be sold to. If you look at ourselves as individuals, tell me how many of you guys like cold calls, like emails, like spam, just like noise. We don't. So why would our customers? It's really about building that relationship. Now online, it's so much more harder now than ever, because there is now so much noise. But on the other hand, there is more expectations. When it comes to the customer's journey, what can we do to enhance that? What can we do to make sure that the customer expectations, the personalization, the experience that they expect is being met time and time again? And that's what I want to address today in terms of mindset and approach and building a real relationship, a human-to-human relationship with your audience. So let's kick things off with the 4 E's. Okay, so first off, if you want to grow your business, it's not about selling. It's about building relationships. It's about building trust. It's about educating your audience, which is the first E I want to cover today. You want to educate your audience. Your audience doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about your products. It doesn't care about your services. The audience, your audience, cares about themselves. And it's up to you to educate your audience of how you, your brand, your business, your products, your services can help them, how you add value, how you can help them overcome their pain points and challenges. That is down to you. If you are always putting out relevant content, relevant communications that are adding value, that aren't about what you think your customers want, but is really focused on what your customers are searching for, what problems that they are having, you are showing you are in tune with your audience. You're showing that you understand them. If you are always putting out relevant content, and even content on a human-to-human level, like a video, like a webinar, don't just stick to the same old blogs and downloads when it comes to white papers. Experiment, think outside the box, try and position yourselves as the experts and educate your audience on the things that matter to them. That's the first thing that you need to consider when it comes to one of the first E's, which is educate. Okay, so next up is entertain. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, how can you educate and entertain at the same time, especially on certain channels? Well, even if when it comes to LinkedIn, you can entertain and educate your audience at the same time. It really matters on your delivery. If you think of storytelling, it's the most central human experience that we all love. You add in empathy, you add in emotion, you add in humor, you get that human experience, you get that human-to-human interaction. Just make sure your stories are relatable to the content, they have a purpose, and put your own stamp on it. Don't try to mimic anyone else. Be yourself, allow your audience to be educated and entertained in a way, a method that is suitable for that channel, even on LinkedIn, whether it's doing vlogs, whether it's doing animations, voiceovers, webinars. You can do this. Add a bit of your personality to the picture where it's relatable, still get across your education points, and you're onto a winner. And that is absolutely key, because again, you're breaking down the barriers. You're showing the human side of yourself, your business, as well as getting across your key points when it comes to, you know, your products and your services and the overall value that you add. Okay, the third E is engage, and this is where a lot of individuals and brands do fall down. Engage with your audience. They are human beings. Don't treat them as numbers, don't treat them as leads. Have conversations. Give them the opportunity to speak up. Use polls, ask for their feedback. As they interact with your content, interact with them back. Having that human-to-human interaction, having that engagement is going to be fundamentally key for yourselves in terms of a personal brand, in terms of your business, moving forward. Don't be afraid to do that. Make them feel valued. Make their opinion feel valued. Use it as part of your learning about your customers, about your audience. What are their wants? What are their needs? What is their feedback on your products, on your services? That is all valuable and key information that you can use to then further enhance your offering and further enhance the customer journey. Engage. Don't forget to engage. And the fourth E is emotion. Now, often overlooked in the B2B world, emotion is key. Just take into consideration neuroscience. I'm not a big fan of using fear and anxiety tactics. What I'm talking about here is actually showing your audience that you do understand them, that you've experienced what they are experiencing. Now, you can do that through the form of a case study and talk about the pain points and challenges that you had at that time and how you helped individuals and businesses overcome those challenges, which is what they're going through. Because at the end of the day, we want to connect, to truly connect and influence our audience. And to do that, we need to have that emotional connection as well. So use your content, show that you actually understand them, you understand the situations that they are in. Talk about the pain points and challenges they had. Talk about failures that they may be coming up against, and how you actually use your initiative or use your agile thinking and adopted your strategy, your methodology, or how you enhance your service and product offering to overcome those challenges. It's all about being human. It's all about sharing your wisdom, your knowledge, your experiences, and how you get to this point. That shows a real deeper level of communication and of interaction that you don't get from a standard sales message, a standard email, a standard cold call. This is that human-to-human interaction, which is now key and relevant in today's world. And that's the 4 E's. Now, I know I've said this before, but no one likes to be sold to. Businesses are built upon relationships, and relationships are built upon trust. The buyer and the buyer's journey have completely changed. We're all fully aware of that. We've all adapted and changed ourselves in the way we interact, the way we communicate, the way we buy, the way we shop. We've had to. And that requires us now, as individuals, as businesses, to have a new mindset, to have a new approach, to truly understand our audience. If you're still using the same sales tactics, strategies and approaches as you did 10, 20, 30 years ago, it's definitely not going to resonate anymore. I've been saying this for a long time, but now more than ever, due to everything that's gone on around us, you're just going to annoy your audience. You need to adapt, you need to evolve, you need to use methods like the 4 E's, which is what I've mentioned. As I've said, the 4 E's in more depth in my book, Being Human. I've put a lot of time and effort into this book to put all my experience into this. All the proceeds for this book go to charity, to go towards the National Autistic Society. So grab a copy on Amazon. I'll put a link below. Would appreciate your support. And if we just go back to 2013 and Gary Vee's book, Jab, Jab, Right Hook, and with the right hook being the sales pitch, there's no right hooks anymore, guys. It's all about adding value. It's all about adopting, changing our mindset, changing our approach, digital first, the acceleration around us. It's here to stay. So start to understand your audience, invest the time, try to communicate with them on a human level, try to understand them, try to add value, build that relationship, build that trust, have rapport, and stay relevant and stay at it and continue to be agile, continue to adopt your mindset. Consider the whole customer journey now. There's a lot to take on board, and there's a lot of changes that are going to happen for us moving forward. So I will continue to share my content. If there is any particular subject matters that you guys want, or you feel that I've just skimmed over, you want more detail, please just contact me. I'm always here to help. And I hope you found this of use. So have a good day and stay safe, stay strong, stay positive, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for your time.